Virginia. Let's look at the MasterCard starting lineups for Georgia Tech under Bobby Crimmins. Matt Harper's had a terrific freshman year, 12 points, 6 rebounds a game, the lead candidate perhaps for the ACC's Rookie of the Year. For the Virginia Cavaliers under Jeff Jones, Junior Burrough playing the best basketball of his career. He's leading the team in both scoring and rebounding. The season series swept by Virginia. They had to go double overtime to win the first. They win the second in a blowout behind Harold Dean's 5 out of 6 3-point shooting. Clark, you hear people say, gee, you don't want to have to beat the same team 3 times in one season. I'd much rather play somebody I've already beaten twice.
Well, you like those strong odds, don't you?
Yeah.
But typically, a team that meets one another, when teams meet each other for the 3rd time, I think the advantage is to the team that lost the prior 2 meetings, partly because they've got added incentive and they've got something to prove.
Travis Best on the sideline going over last-minute plans with his ball club. And here's what the Tech Stars have done against the Cavaliers this year.
Not quite good enough. There you see 16 points a game, Forrest at 23, but the field goal percentage shooting is the big stickler there. Only 41 for Forrest, 29 for Best, and Georgia Tech combined as a team only shot 39% in the 2 meetings.
And that's really a tribute to Virginia's defense, something that's carried them all year long.
Well, they're a solid defensive team. They don't block a lot of shots other than Chris Alexander, but what they do is put tremendous pressure on you with the ball, and they're very physical, not only on the front line, but in the backcourt as well.
Most people think Virginia is already a lock for the NCAA, certainly. Georgia Tech, a lot of feeling around here is that they are in unless they play terribly, perhaps, in this game. There's Bobby Crimmins, 14 years at Georgia Tech, started from absolute zero when he took over the program. Has had great success, 1 game under 500 against Virginia in his career. He is 5th among ACC coaches all time in victories. And Jeff Jones, only 4 coaches ever got to 100 victories faster in this conference. Vic Bubas, Lefty Driesell, Bill Foster, and Dean Smith. Pretty good company. In his 5th year, 101 wins. And the last time Virginia was this good, Jeff Jones was the point guard along with Ralph Sampson.
Goes back a ways. Actually, one of those Virginia teams with Ralph Sampson beat an Ohio State team on Super Bowl Sunday. And yours truly was part of that loss in Charlottesville.
You notice I didn't bring that up.
Well, it's better if I do, since I was actually participating in the game.
Alexander against Forrest in the center circle. The quarterfinals are underway, and Virginia controls. Harold Dean has become the point guard since the injury to Corey Alexander. Arguably, they are better. Staples matched with Berry. Jason Williford. Junior Burrough, where he likes to operate, and Burrough has his first 2 over Harper.
I talked to Drew Berry right before the game. He said the key for Georgia Tech is to contain Junior Burrough. He feels like they match up pretty well on the perimeter.
Best open for the 3 over Dean, and now takes it. Burrough battles Harpering for the rebound and comes out with it to Dean. Williford, little fall away, got the roll. Jason Williford came into the starting lineup when they had to alter things after the injury to Corey Alexander.
Those that know Jason will notice his wig is a little longer than normal. He told me before the game it's kind of like a Samson thing. Until we lose, my hair is my strength.
Eddie Elisma with his first 2. His hair may be down around his shoulders before Virginia's done this year.
Virginia has won 9 of their last 10. Wake Forest, who we'll see in game 2, has won 7 straight.
Junior Burrow has hit his first 2. The Cavaliers have hit all 3 field goals and lead it 6-2. Harpering, who has good range, buries the 3.
Boy, what an outstanding first year he's had. If you look at his statistics and compare him to the other freshmen, he's Mr. Avis. He's about second in every statistical category.
And Bobby Crimmins has a history of having rookies of the year in the ACC. First miss, Williford with a rebound and a foul inside. Bobby Crimmins has had 7 ACC rookies of the year in this conference, and what a collection. It all started with Mark Price, the first big-time recruit he ever got, and you've got guys like Anderson and Scott and Hammonds, Farrell, just tremendous players. Bruce Dalrymple.
5 of those guys are current NBA players.
Williford on the inbounds. Virginia by 1. Staples. Wait till he starts to shoot. He's got the quickest release you've ever seen. Best guarded by Dean, or Dean guarded by Best, rather. Burrough, virtually uncontested that time.
With a guy like Junior Burrough, you've got to put a body on him. I mean, he loves physical play, but if you don't tag him and let him roam freely in that paint area, he'll make it a long afternoon for you.
Best for 3. Burrough got a hand on it, knocked out of bounds by Elisma.
Junior Burrough doing much work early. See, nobody actually in somewhat of a matchup zone there. Forrest lost track of Junior, and he went to work. He's made 3 of 3 shots already.
Virginia working against that Georgia Tech defense, which rarely beats you. They beat you with their offense. Burrough, little fadeaway, and got it. Junior has 8 points.
Eddie Elisma having a tough time with Junior Burrough.
Drew Berry trying to penetrate. Forrest wants the ball low against Alexander and has it. Kicks it to Harpring for 3. And Georgia Tech has gone cold. Dean pushes. Staples. Berry with a rebound. Pushing it. Drew Berry, nice dump back to Elisma, couldn't hold it, spun out on him. Those are the points Georgia Tech needs. They have to score in transition.
You called it, Mike. To negate Virginia's good, solid half-court defense, you need to push the ball and get opportunities before they get into their defense.
Burrough with his first mistake called for the travel, and he has done very, very well against Georgia Tech. When he gets the ball in that low, he's very tough to stop.
You know, his shooting percentage went from 41 a year ago to 51 this year, and it's all about quality of